Hey, welcome to Vine and Thorn Witch. So today we are going to look at the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck. So every so once in a while, a deck comes in one's life that is special. And the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck by Fez Inkwright, everything about it spoke to me the moment that it was gifted to me. I love the snake and the Sith. Basically, it enchanted me. So let me go ahead and open this deck. And the moment that I pulled out the inner slide, I knew that it was magical. So one for the Sith and one for the Crow. That alone spoke to my heart and just made me give pause. So you have the night and the day. The colors are muted but yet vibrant. And it's really gorgeous. So I did not organize this for the reveal today. This is a very well used deck in my own practice, so the cards are going to be out of order. So we have the Dusk guide and then we have the Dawn guide. So yes, you use the guidebooks based on when you are pulling the cards, so in the morning or in the evening. And that is something that I have never in my life seen in a deck. And if anybody else has, I would love for you to share that in the comments below, because I would love to check out those decks. But this deck, literally, I wanted time alone with this deck when I first got it. I came home, I locked myself in my bedroom, every single card out on my bed, and just really dived into looking at the art. The art is just simply magical. It has that dreamlike feel to it, while also being very vivid and understandable with the art, the details in the different flowers, the details in the seasonal connection that this deck brings into your oracle readings. It's very magical, and the layers artistically placed in this deck is really hard to describe. It needs to be experienced. So I'm going to go ahead and do the showcase. And so if you don't want spoilers, go ahead and jump ahead. I do have timestamps to when I do a 3-card pull. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in to that showcase. And again, if you don't want spoilers, jump ahead. Okay, so it really does offer a different perspective on your intuition on how you're going to use this deck. My favorite thing to do is to go ahead and pull a card based on an event that is upcoming. So if it's a morning event or an evening event, I like pulling a card and reading into my intuition and really see how I actually feel about the event that is coming. Do I feel prepared for it? Do I have any anxiety based around it? What sort of things does my intuition foretell about what is coming? And I love using this deck for that reason, and then coming home afterwards, after the event, and seeing just how my intuition played into it. So that is just one of the many ways that this deck can be used in your everyday practice, which is a beautiful tool that becomes routine, and if you want to use the word ritual, a part of the ritual of an everyday practice within witchcraft. So yeah, it's really, really an amazing deck. Magical is the word that keeps coming to mind. So this deck has a perfect blend of muted to vibrant colors. The back of the card is gorgeous. I love the golds and the blues, the way it's used here. And of course, it's balanced. The card stock is really nice. It is not a high gloss, so your fingers feel that they can really shuffle this deck. Look at the sickle. And you can see that it does not slide around. I really get annoyed with cards that just want to slide all over the place. And this deck really feels like it wants to work with you. It likes hands. See how the way it just shuffles through? Yeah, the card stock is really gorgeous. Okay, let's spread these cards out, and I am just going to randomly pull 3 cards. Okay, so 1, 2, and let's come over here to 3. Okay, yeah, those are the 3 that I'm going to have. So let me go ahead and gather these cards up and put them to the side. Okay, and here are our 3 cards. So we can choose to do past, present, future, but I tend to like to read them as a conversation piece, all 3 of them together, and that's just a personal choice. So we have Bramble, Hops, and Cherry. Okay, so it is evening, so I'm going to use the evening guidebook, or dusk guidebook. I should say dusk and dawn. I keep saying evening. Excuse the words. Okay. If you have paid any attention to my videos, I get very distracted very easily with art. I get like this wonderment about it. All right, so here's Bramble. All right, so let's read that one. A difficult time has made you feel exposed and raw. There's no shame in feeling vulnerable. But the world moves on at its own pace, and there may be further challenges down the road that you want to feel prepared for. Draw on Bramble's natural protective and healing properties to help you rebuild your defenses. Grow some thorns and put yourself in a place where you feel at your strongest to weather the next battle. And then the next card we have is Hops. So let me go ahead and find that one. The hop vine speeds ahead through life, vigorously grabbing at each new hurdle it must conquer. But as it grows, it leaves behind clusters of flowers, and these take life much more casually. With the vine having done the hard work already, hop flowers are a great treatment for anxiety and insomnia. Step back, find a spot in the sun, and soak up that restful energy. And then our final card is Cherry. In the south of England, wild cherry trees are associated with the cuckoo. A common belief in this region says that the cuckoo will continue to sing until it has eaten its fill of cherries thrice over. An abundance of resources means that this is the perfect time to focus on what your body is telling you. What does it need to support it right now? Whether it's a balanced diet or a more regular sleep schedule, listen to its needs and let it guide you forward. Hey, so this is future me. This video, the audio stopped recording, but it kept with the visual. So I'm going to try and just wrap up this video. I didn't want to do it again because I felt very connected with the deck when I had done the poll and when I was originally talking about the deck. So as you can see, it has a really interesting evening or dusk guidebook, and then you have the dawn guidebook. And the 2 of them together really allows this deck to become very interesting and very versatile in your readings. It really does play into your intuition and understanding how you're perceiving the world right now and how you're perceiving yourself right now, which is a really beautiful thing. And it's why I love this deck on almost an everyday card pull. I like using it with my tarot deck, so I like to pair it together, and for me it works really well. So hopefully you have liked this oracle spread and that you're having a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and happy witching.